Welcome everyone, this is Garrett Green Gaming, and today I want to talk about the PlayStation DRM situation. So there was a big uproar over the past week about this DRM thing that was going on. Apparently, PlayStation implemented a new thing where it looked like you had to do like online check-ins every 30 days or so, and people were making memes like uh Play has a 30-day limit, making fun of PlayStation Play has no limits. So it was a little ridiculous, but it was funny. It's funny because it turned out to be nothing. I mean, it wouldn't be funny if this was a real thing, but it looks like it was just kind of people overblowing something. Ended up not being a big deal. So let's see PlayStation's statement that they made about it. They said players can continue to access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check-in is required to confirm the game's license, after which no further check-ins are required. So it looks like they made it to where there is an online check-in when you buy the game, but it's just a one-time thing, and then you have the game for good after that. So I don't really see a big deal with that. I mean, you can let me know if there's something that I'm missing, that I'm not seeing, that is actually a really bad thing. But from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing everyone else say, this is turning out to be really not a big deal at all. But there's a lot of outrage over it over the past week, and I don't want to talk too much about that because people made their opinions and it turned out to be nothing. But it does kind of bring me to a larger discussion about like digital games, digital ownership versus physical ownership. And I mean, there's another discussion we could have about you don't actually own the game, it's a license to own the game. You own the license, not owning the game, which to me that always sounds like a semantical argument. I don't like it. It sounds like you're justifying these companies, having the right to take this game away from you anytime they please. That's what that sounds like when you say that. It's a justification to do that because I don't care if I own the game. I don't care if I own the license. I bought it with my money. I should be able to play it when I want. If I want to go play an old PlayStation 2 game, I can take the disc, pop it in, and there's no check-ins, there's nothing. I can play the game for life as long as I obviously take care of it and don't break the disc or break the PlayStation. So whether you want to call it owning a license, owning the game, that's irrelevant. It's semantics. I don't want to hear it. I bought the game with my own money, so I own it, and that's that. And if you start taking that away, that's going to be a problem, not just for me, for the whole gaming community and gaming industry. But really, this discussion kind of brings me more to physical versus digital. I think that's the main thing I want to talk about because there's benefits to both. Like, I want them both to exist. I have no problem with digital. People that are pro physical media, a lot of times they come at it with the anti digital angle. That's not where I'm at because I want both. Having both gives you options, gives you more power as a consumer, is to have both digital and physical. But the thing is physical media is the thing that's under threat right now. Physical sales are going down and down and down, and less companies are making physical versions of games. So there's the problem. Digital is safe. There's going to be digital ownership, or there's going to be digital games going forward, no doubt. The question is, will we still have physical disc, physical media for gaming, console gaming? Because PC already gave up on that. But anyway, so let's discuss this a little bit. Let's talk about the pros and cons. So we can start with digital because there's definitely some pros to digital, like the convenience. Obviously, that's probably the number one thing people buy digital for, is just for the convenience. But also, you could argue that having a digital ownership will give you a longer lifespan. Oddly enough, you would think having the physical disc guarantees you that game for life, but only if you take care of the disc, only if it doesn't go bad, only if you don't break it. So a digital game can't break. You're going to have that as long as the servers or whatever, you know, holds that game is still existing, then you can play that digital game for life. Um, Obviously, assuming the company doesn't go under or the world doesn't end or whatever type of crazy stuff that would happen to make that digital game not work anymore. But so, there are some positives to digital. Physical also has positives. You can create a physical game collection. It could become like a collector's hobby. And I have you can see behind my shoulder here is my physical disc collection for my PlayStation games. So I definitely enjoy having that, but also you can resell games if you want. I've definitely went up to GameSpot or GameStop, and I've went up to Slackers and sold some of my older PlayStation 2 games that I had that I didn't even know I had because I don't remember ever playing them. So I've sold some of them and bought some other games that I do remember playing that I didn't have anymore. So being able to, resell physical is definitely a pro to the physicals. Also, you're more likely to get deals when you go more stores. You got Best Buy, you got Target, you got GameStop, you got Walmart, all these places that sell games. If you buy digital, you can only buy from the PlayStation Store. And I think that gets lost on so many people when they say, oh, physical's dying. Who cares about physical? Really? So you really want to get rid of all these options and places you can buy from. No more Walmart, no more Target, no more Best Buy, no more sales. No sales ever again because you can only buy from one store. Is that really what you want? Seriously? So yeah, physical just gives you so many more options, so much more control over the games, more likely to get a refund. I don't know how it is with every store, but I had like a membership thing with Best Buy. It's not really a membership, it's just like a rewards thing where you get 2 weeks to return a game, physical game, even if you open it, even if you play it. And talk about a great refund policy. Steam has nothing on that. People always say Steam has the best refund policy. No, it doesn't. Not for me, because when I go buy a game from Best Buy, I have 2 weeks, not 2 hours. I have 2 weeks to play it, and if I don't like it, I can send it back and get a refund. I have done that before. Only once, I think. I forgot which game. But the point is I'm not anti-digital. I'm just pro-physical media. I want both to be an option. Both need to be an option because if we get rid of physical, this DRM situation, there could be a lot more situations like this, and they could be a lot worse going forward and really take away our consumer rights. So at the end of the day, we need more consumer rights. We're losing consumer rights. So I can't understand people who want physical to die, who hate physical gaming, who always just make fun of it and only buy digital. You know what? Just go fuck off, to be honest with you. Because you get rid of physical, we definitely are going to be under threat of situations, DRM situations like people were being outraged about this week. So, yeah, and also like just in general, even with physical games, we just gotta watch out for, stuff like that, like online check-ins and being at the whim of the servers. So offline modes are important. Physical media is important. Being able to have not just the physical media, but the game being on the disc itself, like the full game, not having to do a download. So that's about what I got to say about that. I mean, this whole DRM situation turned out to not really be anything, but it is an important thing to have happened because it gets people thinking about, the importance of our consumer rights and having physical media, more power as a consumer. So that's about all I have to say about that. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more videos. See ya.